There is an uncanny resemblance between the G20 meeting that took place in 2014 and the one taking place today. Leaders were different, geopolitics was different, yet it seems like deja vu. Let's take you back to 2014. On this day, the 15th of November, Brisbane was gearing up for the 9th G20 Summit. World leaders landed in Australia, all suited in their official charters, but there was a hint of uncertainty in the air, very similar to today's situation. Diplomats were extremely wary of Russia's intentions. After all, exactly 8 months ago from that day, Vladimir Putin had annexed Crimea after holding a referendum. Does that ring any bells? As leaders today gather in Bali for critical talks, the air is quite similar. Because 8 months ago this year, the same Russian president ordered the invasion of Ukraine. But there is one peculiar difference. Putin attended the 2014 G20 Summit despite all the backlash from the West. Even then, world leaders had condemned the annexation. There were restrictions imposed on Russian officials. Putin was half-heartedly welcomed. Yet, the Russian president landed in Brisbane. Not only that, then US President Barack Obama even agreed to sit down with Vladimir Putin for closed-door talks. They spoke on various issues. Obama called the meeting businesslike and blunt. So what changed in these 8 years? Why did Putin skip the summit this year? And have all channels of dialogue failed between the West and Russia? Since the war broke out, on more than one occasion, the US president has called Putin a war criminal and a butcher. Words have gotten bitter over the last few months. So much so that ahead of this summit, the West said, and I quote, "It will struggle to be in the same room as Putin." One school of thought could be that in 2014, the annexation was of some 27,000 kilometers of land. And now in 2022, Russia invaded an entire country. But there is more than just the scale of this aggression. Putin did not want to face the same humiliation like 2014. Remember, he was placed at the far flank of the traditional family photo. Experts say he had the liberty to skip the summit, even if it was just for courtesy's sake. The Russian president has cemented his power back at home after signing a law to keep himself in office. He has been dubbed as a president for life, something that he lacked back in 2014. So with the domestic front under control, he isn't too worried about the international position. WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.